Here is Mike's freestyle underwater. Good dolphin kick. He's got a little bit of hand movement right there, and what I notice on his hands are they're actually kind of pointed down just a little bit. We want to make sure that you've got just that good straight line through your arms and your hands. So just kind of lift those hands up a little bit, and your chin does tend to be tucked just a little bit, and so your streamline's not nearly as good as it could be. As you go to break out, make sure from this angle you look to be on your left side just a little bit more than your right or your stomach. So make sure you're swimming with the arm that's closest to the bottom of the pool. It's not including what arm is on the bottom of your streamline, but it's really what arm is closest to the bottom of the pool. As we see you go through there, we've got just a lot of kind of white water right there. That means you're pulling with a lot of bubbles. So really, as your arm enters in here, get a little bit of more forward extension and then roll that elbow over so then you can go down and press straight back on that water. That way we've got that straight line idea and you're going to get a lot more power out of it. So you go through the turn here and come back off. Good streamline, still kind of the same thing. You're seeing a lot of that just up down motion in your hands. Remember, keep everything from the shoulders up, moving forward, and that everything from your chest down is getting into that dolphin kick. And I can see that you're really kind of that shoulder driven freestyler right now. Being a distance guy, you're really going to benefit from being a little bit more patient with that stroke, getting into more of kind of that almost catch-up feel, and being able to ride on that side, be a lot more efficient. That's going to take a lot of those bubbles away, and then you're going to end up pulling much stronger and having much faster swims. Nice shot, Mike. Here we have Mike's above water angle on his freestyle. One thing is we move things back a little bit. We'll put it into also a little bit of slow motion as we're going forward. What we're going to want to pay attention to are those hips. Going through, and those hips are kind of going side to side. Part of that is because his arms out in front are going laterally versus going straight in front. So make sure that your arm is getting that good high elbow recovery right through there, and then making sure that all of that momentum is actually going straight forward to the wall in front. Another thing that'll help that I know you don't do is that wonderful lack of a kick. If we can get you into a little bit stronger kick and keep things going a little bit more, that's going to help out overall with being able to get you to go through. Speed things up here, coming off the wall really pretty well. And breakout was right on where we needed it. And we've got a really good stroke going on. In fact, the ability to really kind of maintain your speed. The kick just kind of builds up and then it slows down. And so we would just want to make sure that your kick does continue to move no matter if you're breathing or not. The one thing I always like to say is you've been breathing for a pretty long time, and usually you've been swimming for a long time. So breathing and swimming together should not be that hard of a concept to think about. So make sure you're really thinking about what your kick is doing as you're going to breathe. But we'll watch the last couple of strokes here as we go into that finish. And we get to that last stroke, you're really diving down into that wall. So your movement is coming through straight line, then you're kind of coming up, and then you're dipping down. The fastest way to get from point A at the one end to point B at the start end for this particular one is just that straight line. So make sure you're really just working on getting onto that side and really reaching for the wall, not really building up and going higher into the water and then trying to dive down into it. Very nice shot, Mike.